Welcome to Marysville, Pennsylvania. Are you looking for some peace and quiet, just moments away from the capital city of Harrisburg? Well, in today's video, we're going to show you around this charming borough, along with the broader township of Rye, to include everything in the 17053 zip code. And we're going to get real with it right now.
Marysville is a picturesque town located here in the southern tip of Perry County, bordered by Enola and the Blue Mountains to the south, by the Susquehanna River to the east, by Duncannon and the Cove Mountain to the north, and Rye Township and Shermansdale to the west. US Route 11 and US Route 15 passes through the town from north to south, and Pennsylvania Route 850 ends right here. Routes 11 and 15 serve as the primary transportation corridor for Marysville residents. The borough was settled here in 1755, so still a lot of that great history that we come up against so much here in Central PA. Incorporated as a borough of Haley in 1866, and then later incorporated as the borough of Marysville in 1867. Nearby areas of interest include Harrisburg, which is Pennsylvania's state capital, only 5 minutes away, the Gettysburg Civil War battlefield, and the Hershey Chocolate Factory and Amusement Park. And very nice to have all those amenities so close to Marysville, because as we said earlier, Marysville can be a little quieter of a town, and therefore you do have those amenities so close within just a few minutes. Recreational activities exist in area state parks, the Appalachian Trail, the Susquehanna River, hunting on the game lands and state parks, skiing, swimming, hiking, rock climbing, I mean, you name it, we've got it. We showed you a video of Duncannon earlier this summer, and I wanted to mention that Duncannon and Marysville are actually sister cities, sharing a school district and several other amenities. Population here in Marysville Borough is just over 2,600, about 2,652 as of the last census. Now if we include the larger area of Rye Township, we're just over 5,000. And one very attractive element about living here, I would say, is the low crime rate. As stated on niche.com and other sources, Marysville receives an A in crime and safety. This is why there's a lot of new development happening here. That's why it's such a sought after area, and families want to come here to raise their children. It is voted as one of the best areas in all of Perry County to raise a family, so keep that in mind.
Now, regarding history here in Marysville, we've told you before about the significant bridges that connect Harrisburg's east and west shores in past videos, like our Harrisburg video, as well as our Perry County video. The most famous of which is the Rockville Bridge, the longest stone arch bridge in the entire country. It's also the namesake of one of the fastest growing communities here in Marysville, which is the Rockville Estates. The Marysville Lions Club is a popular local spot, offering the community pool, as well as annual events such as the Marysville Carnival, which is held in early August. It includes a 37-acre area for residents to use, which includes a walking trail, 2-acre fishing pond, and 7 baseball fields. Okay, so we wanted to bring up a map here and show you exactly where Marysville is located as it pertains to the surrounding areas, places like Harrisburg, Carlisle, and such. So here is Marysville, located right along the Susquehanna River. You have Harrisburg here on the east shore, like that, downtown Harrisburg. On the west shore, you have places like Camp Hill, Enola, Mechanicsburg, Shermans, New Cumberland, all what we showed you in different videos in the past. And then you have Marysville right here. We call this the Tri-County area, and the reason why is you have Dauphin County on the east shore. On the west shore of the Susquehanna River, you have Cumberland County, and right along this divide, this is the Blue Mountains. That'll divide Cumberland County and Perry County. So you got the Tri-County area right here. So let's kind of zoom in on Marysville. This, of course, is the Marysville Borough, right along the river, right around the Blue Mountain here. So if we want to expand this a little bit, because we're going to be showing you not just Marysville Borough, but we're actually going to show you all of 17053 zip code, which includes Rye Township, and that'll be on this map. See here how you have Marysville Borough, and then you have Rye Township going the whole way out the valley from there. And if you take the valley out, here's 850, that'll lead you right into Shermansdale. And Josh talked earlier about the different offshoots. Strike that point off there. Josh is going to talk a little bit about places like Miller's Gap, Lamb's Gap, and Sterrett's Gap. They are basically just offshoots, because once you're back 850 here, you're in between two mountains. Blue Mountain right here and the Cove Mountain right here. So you're going back a valley, Marysville Valley. So if you want to come into Cumberland County, you're going to have to go around the mountain on 1115, or you're going to have to come over places like Miller's Gap, Lamb's Gap, or down further, Sterrett's Gap. And you will have to take those ways sometimes if 11 and 15 is blocked. A couple weeks ago, we had a bad storm. A lot of trees fell down. So this way here, it was not accessible. So people had to go over the mountain or the whole way up to Duncannon to take 322 down. So let's get back to Marysville itself. So 11 and 15 runs right through the borough of Marysville and then straight up to Duncannon, right along the river the whole entire way. If you missed our video on Duncannon, make sure you look that up. We did it probably about a month, probably about 6 weeks ago. And right here is Duncannon. Down here is the school, Susquehanna School District, middle school, elementary school, and then of course the high school. So as you're coming into Marysville here, you have the community of Rockville Estates. And that's right across from the Rockville Bridge. We're going to talk to you about the Rockville Bridge a good bit because it's a historic place here in Marysville. So you have Rockville up here, and then you get into the actual town of Marysville. Rockville Center, we're going to show you that here in a little bit. Got a couple cool stores there. Liquid Noise, we actually visit there. Marysville Diner, good place to eat. Specialty Bakers. Here's the Marysville Lions Club. We're also going to talk about that here in the video. Borough Pool. So this just gives you kind of an idea of what to expect in Marysville. Like we said, it's very small. You have a couple major routes going through here, 11 and 15, of course, and then you have Valley Road, which is 850. So that's about it there. All right, so now we're coming into the back way to Marysville from Enola. This is another way to take just in case 11 and 15 is shut down, which just happened the last storm we had. So this is another way you can access Cumberland County and Dauphin County. This is River Road, and it's going to turn into Main Street once we hit Marysville here. It's right along the river. We're passing a bed and breakfast here. You got a couple bars right along the river. So kind of nice, cool, very scenic as we head down to Marysville.
Okay, a little bit about Rye Township. Here we are in front of the municipal building, just a short 5-minute drive from the borough of Marysville, where we just were. A really, really nice drive, scenic, rural, beautiful drive on New Valley Road that we took out here. New Valley Road is right behind us here as we stand. That is parallel to Valley Road behind us. Valley Road is also Route 850. We talked about Route 850, which ends here in Marysville, but it does travel the whole way through. And there are offshoots of Route 850 like Miller's Gap, Sterrett's Gap, and Lands Gap Road, which take you into Cumberland County. So those are some major roadways that you might know of. So again, we are here in Perry County, west of Marysville and the Susquehanna River. This is the Fishing Creek Valley. We are between two beautiful mountains, the Cove Mountain and the Blue Mountain. And this area retains most of that rural character that we talked about. Now, while broad fields and vast woods still dominate this valley, the early local industry here was grist and lumber mills. A lot of that was going on, and that gave way to a nice community here, which grew over the years. Those living here now can enjoy a short commute to work if you're working in the capital city over in Harrisburg for any of those state jobs. It is also here in Rye Township, the third oldest township in Perry County, and recently celebrated its 250th birthday. So again, rich history in this area always. First created in 1766, Rye Township was part of Cumberland County because at that time Perry County did not exist. So a cool part of that history as well. Perry County was created a little bit later, actually in 1820. Still has a great rich history. Again, really quiet here. I mean, you can even hear the crickets in the distance and a car every so often, but really, really nice and quiet. And it's really a positive thing if you are looking for that sort of lifestyle. And you're also just a short drive from Hershey, from Harrisburg. So all those things that you would want or you would feel your fear of missing out here, you've got that just a stone throw away. So beautiful day here. Let's show you some of the rural beauty. Okay, so I just wanted to hop on quick. We are driving from Marysville to Shermansdale to grab a quick bite to eat at one of our favorite spots out there, the Shermans Creek Inn. But I wanted to show you just what a typical drive on Valley Road here looks like. You're seeing a lot of green land, a lot of pastures, a lot of farmland, cornfields, and beautiful homes, but sitting on a lot of acreage, a lot of room in between homes here, a lot of green space. There are the occasional development, but they're peppered here and there throughout the township, but not as common, certainly. It's about a 12-mile journey from Marysville to Shermansdale, and again, wanted to show you just 850 West what a drive here would look like. Okay, a quick note about the current housing market. Currently, there are 6 active listings in Marysville and 13 pending homes. The lowest being 90,000 and the highest being 610,000. Over the past year, there have been 68 homes sold, ranging in price from the low 100,000s up to 750,000. The majority of these sales are coming out of the Rockville Estates community, which we are at now. You'll see the Yinkst Homes sign behind me, along with Garmin. Those are the 2 main builders in this beautiful community. Aaron and I just took a drive through to see the next phase that they're working on, and they're just continuing to move up the mountain with beautiful views of the valley below and just some really great parcels here. So we're gonna move on, and as usual, we'd like to show you some homes in the area. So let's take you to the first home, the first community of the day. It's gonna be our entry level, located right here in the borough of Marysville. We'll see you there.
All right, so we're going to take you around to the first community, first neighborhood home of the day. Located right here in the borough. Right there is this town square. Right around this corner is the first house of the day. This home is a good entry-level starter home. If you're looking for your first home, or if you're an investor looking for an investment property, this is probably the way to go. The price point on this is $164,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 1 full bath, just a little over 1,200 square feet. So that puts your price per square foot right around $133. Now your taxes here are gonna be very low, actually. Not even $1,500 a year. So it's a little over $100 a month in taxes. And we are in Susquehanna School District. Like I said, just minutes away from this square behind me. Let's go take a look.
House number 2 today is a particularly interesting one. This is an older home built in the late 1800s. Very unique property. Probably the most unique aspect is that it was at one point 2 homes that have been conjoined, and it has an indoor swimming pool, as well as just a bunch of other cool little quirky sorts of things. You've got your 2-car garage here. You've got a really cool sunroom with huge ceilings. And of course over here you've got your indoor swimming pool. Swimming all year round. Those birthday parties in January, February, and March where you want to do your swimming, you can do it right here at home. It's going to require a little bit of TLC to get it up to where you want it, but it's priced accordingly at $350,000 for about 2,800 square feet over 9 rooms. 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. You're at a price point of about $123 roughly a square foot. So it's priced appropriately. A lot of potential here. It needs to be for the right buyer, but we are in the borough here in Marysville. Beautiful views here of the river and the mountains. So check out this one for sure. And we're going to move on our home tour now. Our third home of the day is the only home that we're featuring from Rye Township out in the valley, and it is a beauty. So check it out. This is a ranch rambler built in 2006. It features 3 bedrooms and 2 baths with just over 2,500 square feet, bringing it to a price per square foot of $291.79. This is CNC Builders, absolutely gorgeous, sitting on 6.6 acres at a price point of $749.9 right here in Perry County, Rye Township. Susquehanna School District, and an annual tax of $6,900.
All right, we just pulled into a local shopping center, actually the local shopping center. We told you Marysville is a small little town, but this here is Rockville Center. It has a few places here like the Dollar General, a beer distributor here, along with Liquid Noise Brewing Company. Good place to check out. Actually, we might go in there for a pint of beer. But if you're looking to do more grocery shopping and larger shopping, it's very close to here. Right around this mountain, this is the Blue Mountain, you're gonna find Giant, you're gonna find Wise, numerous shopping centers along the Carlisle Pike. But this is what you got here in the town of Marysville.
Okay, we're here at our fourth home, but our final community of the day here in Rockville Estates. This is a Garmin-built home. It's a resale. This part is included in the first phase of this build out. So these are some of the older units, the older homes here, built in 2017. Again, Garmin builders. Only a few left by Garmin in this community of Rockville Estates. The majority of the homes that are for sale and the parcels are going to be with Yinkst Homes. Aaron will tell you about that next, at our next home. But back to this is built in 2017, a resale featuring 3,800 square feet above grade finished and an additional 1,400 below. So boasts a great deal of square footage, over 5,200 total square feet at a price point of $729,900. We are in Susquehanna School District. Your taxes here are going to be about $8,200 a year, and there's also a $385 a year HOA, so not a very high HOA. You're looking at about $30-ish a month. Here we are again in Rockville Estates. Let's go to our final home of the day, the Yinkst home here that Aaron's going to talk about here in Rockville Estates.
All right, here we are at our final community, our final home of the day. This home behind me is built by Yinkst Homes, which is now the primary builder in this community. Like Josh said, they're on phase 4 of 4. So if you want to get in here now. They have other styles available to build, including ranch style homes. But this one behind me, it's currently under contract, but it features 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, roughly 3,000 square feet above grade, and a price point of $662,000. That's roughly $235 per square foot. We are in Susquehanna School District. Your taxes on this home are going to run you right around $8,000 per year, and there is a small HOA fee of $485 per year. Let's take you around and show you the home. All right, so let's talk about schools, public schools here in Marysville. So we're standing right in front of the old Marysville Public School, used back in the 50s and 60s, before Susquehanna School District was built. So if you're living in Marysville or Duncannon, Susquehanna School District is going to be your school. They have an elementary school, middle school, and high school all right in a row. Now, Susquehanna School District has roughly 1,800 students in grades K through 12 with an overall student-teacher ratio of 16:1. Overall B rating with niche.com, and an A- for teachers and a B for academics. All right, now we're going to show you some cool spots to check out right here in Marysville. All right, if you're looking for a venue here in the Marysville area, whether it's a wedding or event venue, check out the Whitetail Lodge. It's just minutes from the Marysville Borough and in Rye Township. This features 61 private acres of wooded land, as well as a 3,600 square foot event area to service all of your needs. Now, I've actually attended a couple weddings here myself. 2 of my cousins got married here. I can say this, it's a very beautiful location, right in the middle of the woods. Check it out. Another fun place to check out here is the Waterfront Bar and Grill, located right along the Susquehanna River, right before you get into the square of Marysville. Has a deck overlooking the river, just some beautiful, beautiful views here.
All right, so as Aaron promised, we are grabbing our pint here for happy hour at Liquid Noise. This is a great little brewery nestled right in the complex here at the Rockville Center. Been around a few years, just changed ownership in December. Awesome beers, great atmosphere here, fun things to do, live music. I've actually played here with my band as well, right over there in the corner. They've got the Pennsylvania Small Games of Chance, some arcades for the kids, a great food menu. Check out Liquid Noise Brewery here in Marysville.
Another cool place to stop if you're in the mood for some pizza is right here at Zattarelli's in Marysville. So we're right off of 11 and 15, right down from the square. Very good pizza here. It's been around since the 1990s. It used to be in a different location, right in the square where we just were, but now they relocated out here, a little bit bigger, selling some alcohol as well. So definitely check this place out. We're gonna go in and grab a couple slices.
And that concludes our video today on Marysville. We do hope you enjoyed it as always. Marysville is one of the best places in Perry County to raise a family, to live, a little mix of old and new, and so close, of course, to Harrisburg, Hershey, and so many other great local areas. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. That way you will be first to receive our updated content, our weekly content here at the Living in Central PA team, and we do hope to work with you soon. Until next time, this is Josh and Aaron with Living in Central PA team and Iron Valley Real Estate. Keep it real.